Good evening, afternoon, morning, whatever it is, where you is joining us here on Midnight's Edge After Dark. I am Tom Connors. With me is the lovely Six. How you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. It's Star Wars, Star Wars, Star Wars everywhere. So much to catch up on. Kenobi's premiering tonight. Yeah. I'm excited. I'm really excited.
This is true.
I love Star Wars.
And I have an appointment at 8 in the morning. Valiant is also with us right now. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good. I'm good. Actually, you caught me at the right time. I just got home from the movie theater.
Seems like everybody went to see Top Gun. Everybody else is off to see it. I don't care. Good for y'all.
Freaking awesome.
Okay, it was amazing.
I'm going back.
You guys can go right ahead and talk about it for a few minutes if you want.
No, that's
okay. No, I loved it. I mean, from the opening scene, that opening song, it just took me right back to...
Which is funny because you messaged me you're watching Top Gun the other night and you're like, this movie's really gay.
I didn't say that.
You almost did.
I said this movie kind of... I said
you
this
implied
movie
it.
Sucks. I didn't call it gay.
Well, gay people kind of suck, don't they? On dick.
I suck too, but I'm not gay.
I know. I'm just kidding.
No, I loved it. I absolutely loved it.
Nah, you were like, I'm not too impressed with this or whatever. I'm like, yeah, that's why I'm afraid to watch it. I haven't seen it in 30 years either.
Yeah, so. Top Gun doesn't hold up, but yeah, Top Gun 2 does.
Well, I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. I haven't heard a bad review of it yet, so that's a plus for anybody who's looking forward to it. I'm eating some Ritz crackers, so if you hear that noise, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry.
Yeah, I will say this is what, and I got up this morning. I decided I was like, I'm going to see it this afternoon because I didn't get to go last night. It wasn't playing here last night for Renegade Jr.'s birthday. So I took him this afternoon. Couldn't really find tickets. I had to go to the 3 o'clock show because like the 6, 7:30, 8 o'clocks, the theater I go to were pretty much sold out. And man, I was not disappointed at all. And this morning when I saw Rotten Tomatoes surprised 97% critic score, 99% audience score. That doesn't happen often. I said, okay, that's an interesting sign, although I never completely trust Rotten Tomatoes. Then Critical Drinker, like an hour later, was like, this was freaking fantastic. It is exactly what I wanted out of this movie, and it was amazing. And I'm like, okay, that's really good sign number 2. And I got in there. I totally agreed with it. It's just fun. They didn't clutter it up. It was just good, hard action movie. It just did not. The pacing was good. A ton of fun. The sound effects were absolutely amazing, and I was sitting way too close to the screen to even get the full effect.
Oh, that's the danger zone.
Yeah, because that was, I mean, yeah, I wish I could have gotten tickets a little further, but like I said, I'm going back to see it again. It was so good, and no woke bullshit, nothing in it. You know, nope. They didn't try to retcon Maverick as now he was a degenerate drunk.
Well, they do let women in the Navy now, I heard.
Yeah, yeah. It's like it's not like the female pilots like, ragged on him for being an old patriarchal, sexist misogyny. No, it just everybody was just they were pilots, they were professionals. There was like, it's like it should be. Thank you, Paramount. Thank you, Tom Cruise.
Yeah, I'm glad that you guys are enjoying it. So, but we did have a. What was that? Sorry, go ahead.
I hope that you see it, Tom.
Oh, I'm sure I will eventually. I probably won't in theaters, so I have no real reason to.
I mean, no, I understand. It's not everybody's cup of tea. I get it. It's fine. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I didn't feel like I don't feel like I had to see it in the theater, but I'm glad that I saw it today. Took my mom because she loves Top Gun. She had a great time. She loved it. So
there you go. I mean, I kind of figured that's where the audience is going to kind of skew, which doesn't necessarily mean a bad thing, but no, they upgraded the projection for the weekend, which is a good sign for the movie, as Valiant will tell you, at least in most cases. So yeah. What is your
guess?
My original prediction was like in the 100 million range, but now they jacked up to 180, so I'll go with 150. What about you guys?
Talking about for Top Gun's opening, the 3-day or 4-day we talking?
Yeah, I'm figuring 4-day, but yeah.
4-day, yeah. It's definitely going to be at the 150 mark 4-day. I don't know about 3-day because anytime you have a holiday Monday, it tends to spread that weekend traffic out more. So it's kind of hard to, but I mean, look, yeah. Love it.
we'll get into a little bit of that.
There's a little bit of a Star Warsy. I won't go into spoilers, but there was a little Star Warsy feel to it.
To what?
To
Oh!
yeah.
I
you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Yeah.
I said the same thing. I turned over to Renegade Jr.
Wait, do they got to go fight some big ball of steel?
No.
No.
There's an old guy with a laser sword.
No.
There's an asthmatic black dude with a laser sword.
No.
Tell me when I'm getting hot here.
It doesn't really spoil anything, Six. I think it's fair to say it doesn't spoil a thing. Basically, there's a trench run.
Yes.
Yeah.
Trench run.
Yeah. And
I figured it was in the dogfight parts. Yeah.
Yeah, it's an actual mountain range trench run, and it's extraordinarily well done. It's really cool. But I said the same thing. Renegade Jr. sit with me. I started laughing. He's like, Death Star. I was like, pretty much it's trench run. So, but it was great though. That was just a blast.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yes, we will be talking some Willow. We're going to talk about all the subpar announcements coming out of, I guess you can call it Star Wars Celebration, but I was expecting a little bit more Star Wars news in our Star Wars Celebration, but we'll get into that. But first of all, we had Kenneth LaRock, who is a new member. Thank you so much for that. And then we had a super chat come in before the show that I can't get to, but I do have saved back here. Sorry about that, Tim Scorpion. So I can't bring it up on screen, but he said, I lost all hope for Star Wars at this point. Save Lucasfilm getting glassed by the Covenant. I don't know what getting glassed. What does getting glassed mean?
Getting
glassed.
Like covered up or like
glossed?
Maybe. I don't know. You have to clarify what you mean, Tim Scorpion. That or he's talking fancy talk that I don't understand. And then we got Christian Delorme is in the house. How you doing, buddy? Says some love from Canada, Tom. Cheers, buddy. Oh, thanks. And we're glad to see you here. And we got Judicon here. Do you know what he sent? Oh, Jesus, Sadie. What in the hell?
It's a pear with a fist and a bump. Fist bump.
Boom. Sadie is going off. Maybe it's that sus gray kitty. She is pissy. She is very pissy. Member chat says Kenneth LaRock here, who's been a member for 12 months at the minimum effort puppy level. Thank you so much, Kenneth. We appreciate that. And then Night of Snoke is in the house and said, should a rated R DC movie be made but from a pure villain POV, none of the anti-hero POV, but like an R-rated Legion of Doom movie or R-rated Doomsday movie where he kills superheroes after he kills Superman? I don't know if there would be a market for that per se, but I think I kind of get what you're saying. It'd be kind of like if Thanos just kept going after he snapped his finger, I suppose. I don't know. I mean, you got to have a very compelling villain to frame a movie around them, and you run the risk at no matter what the villain is or who the villain is, however you want to look at it, of making them no longer a villain anymore. Because look at even Joker skirted that line as close as it probably could have in this respect. And outside of maybe a Catwoman movie, which is the closest you can do to somebody who's a character who's kind of good but not bad enough to be bad. Outside of that, yeah, most villains I don't see as being compelling enough to watch a movie about, because even like Doomsday, he doesn't really have a personality. Now, Legion of Doom is a little bit different story. Now, if you did like a Legion of Doom movie, kind of set it up like a reverse Avengers or Justice League, what have you, kind of movie, that might work a little bit better because you're getting a lot more personalities together, and you're definitely going to need some heroes on the other end to fight them, and it'd be a good way to introduce a bunch of villains in a way. But as far as the rating goes, I know this is probably an unpopular opinion with most people, but I feel like there's no real reason to make most comic book movies R-rated unless there is a good reason. Like, unless it's like Watchmen, Blade, something like that, there's no real reason you have to go beyond PG-13 in most cases. A kid should be able to see a super movie. Yeah, exactly. And a kid should be able to go see a Superman movie, right?
Exactly. I concur.
Indeed.
And she is a doctor. I don't know if she really is, but hey, she might be. She's a Midnight's Edge doctor. That's for sure. And then we've got a super chat from Infinite Wanderer. It says in Halo, glassing means nuke everything. Oh, okay, into a glass. Okay. I was wondering if it was like that or like kind of similar kind of way of saying, like, when you like bottle something up. I was thinking, what do you?
Andy Fletcher died from Depeche Mode? What?
Oh yeah, you didn't hear that? Yeah.
No, I've been in a fucking
Yeah.
movie theater. I don't know what.
Yeah, it's been a
what's
day.
going
We
on.
lost
Oh
them,
my
and then we
God.
Ray
also
Liotta.
lost Ray Liotta, of course, which is going to be my next bit of business after we got Nikki
Wow.
D here. Has been a member for 14 months at the minimum puppy effort puppy level. Yeah. Doctor Doom is one of the few rarities like Joker where I can see them actually making a movie. You're right, Nikki D. But yeah, Ray Liotta sadly passed at the age of 67. It really shook me because A, he's the same age as my dad. And B, I look at his face every day. I'm looking at it right now. I have it to the left of me up here on this posters I've shown you guys many a times out there. Goodfellas being one of my top 5 favorite films of all time. The poster is right next to me here, right next to my Jaws poster, which is my favorite film of all time. And yeah, so really shocking because he wasn't very old, right? I mean, yeah, 67 isn't young, but that's a little too young, in my opinion.
What was it? I didn't even see what the cause or
there has been very little information out there. All I could find so far is that he died in his sleep is all we have. And he was, I believe, on location shooting a film. So I think it was in a hotel room or something like that. But yeah.
You know what? Died in their sleep means absolutely nothing. Like, you know how many obituaries I've read about people who
that's like
died surrounded by family, and I'm like, I was in the room when this person died, and their family was nowhere near, and it wasn't peacefully, and blah blah blah. And yeah, you can put whatever you want in an obituary.
Yeah.
Well, we learned that from the Bob Saget situation, right? Like how much stuff has come out since then. That's not even something we really covered here, but you know, if you want to go down that rabbit hole, there's enough out there to really. At first, I was just kind of like, oh, people are just trying to find a conspiracy. But then after a while, you're like,
kind of scratching
maybe
your
there
head.
really is something here to this. Like, because that doesn't make a lot of sense, you know. But in this case, hopefully there's no foul play involved. And chances are he was a heavy smoker his whole life. So, and, you know, looking at him, I'm sure that he liked to drink a little bit too. So I'm sure that both of those didn't add to that, but go ahead. Sorry.
You know who else is a heavy smoker?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm trying to quit. I'm taking a pill and all that business.
Okay.
Sadie, jeez. Is it that time of the month or what?
She better be spayed.
She is, but goddamn, she is like.
I think you're the only one it bothers.
Well, I don't need everybody's eardrums blown out on the other side. It comes off very unprofessional.
Oh, I didn't think it was loud at all.
Well, she's not where she normally is. She's off in it sounds like she's off in the washroom window, not the living room window where she usually is. So it's probably either a squirrel and or that sus cat. So, yeah. And there's a couple of cats that roam around that she does not like. One specifically that went after Asshole, so he's super sus. And yeah, she really hates him. Then CC Karaoke's in the house. How you doing, buddy? Says yes. Rip Alan White of Yes as well. Yeah, there was 3 major deaths today. I heard about. That was one of them. And then yeah, so it's been one of those days that. But Ray Liotta, you know, the most prolific of the ones, and I mean, great actor. I mean, he's been in so many great films. He had a great bit in Muppets from Space. I mean. Christian says I should keep smoking. Having no faults is overrated. Oh, I have plenty others. And then Steven, aka Deleted Scenes, is in the house and says, everyone listen in while on my everyone listen hail everyone listening in on my evening walk. Just got back from Top Gun Maverick and it's good as we hoped for. Yeah, I don't know if I think Mikey is going to try and do a review with you guys later on. I don't know exactly what's going on yet, but I left that up to him since I have very little or nothing to add to the proceedings in that respect.
There's a part 2 to
there is. It says one of the best movies of the year. See it on IMAX if you can. Thank you, Six.
Because we only get 200 characters.
Yeah, right. And thank you, Steven. And then Night of Snoke says maybe that's one of the reasons why StreamYard has issues with them. I don't know. Night of Snoke says in the future Spider-Man films, who do you think should play Black Cat, Spider-Woman, the Scorpion, the Rhino, Upgraded Shocker, Tombstone, and Hobgoblin? Okay, wow, there's a lot of questions here. I'd have to think on some of these for a while, but you know, gosh, can you guys think of anybody offhand right off bat?
Is Black Cat a female character?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm Well, I'm racist, so I'm gonna pick is there an albino actress that could play Black Cat?
With red hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. My
Albino
problem
with
is too
red
is I'll
hair.
end up picking a bunch of older actresses that are way too old now to be playing these roles because
Yeah.
The
I don't pay
Rhino, well, Melissa McCarthy. Obviously.
I say cast all the lady parts of Zendaya because that's the only female actress I know under the age of 30. I'm kidding. No, she's already in the Spider-Man.
I hear
universe.
Amber Heard will be available.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Honestly, if Zoe Kravitz hadn't already played Catwoman, she might not make a bad Black Cat.
She's pretty cool.
Yeah. Spider-Woman.
Spider-Woman.
Scorpion, on the other hand, let me see here. I'm not even sure who Tombstone is, to be honest with you, unless it's who I think it is. Boy, I'm not real good with this casting thing, you guys. I'll be honest.
My brain
with
is
you.
too switched off today. For
Yeah, I'm not real great with it.
She's got long dark hair.
Who does?
Spider-Woman.
Yeah. Get Geode to play Tombstone. There you go. Christopher Walken is Hobgoblin. He might be a little old, but
yeah.
Yeah.
He'd be the hobbled goblin at that point.
The hobbled goblin. Let's see here. Gosh.
I don't know who these characters are, so
I know some of them, but Rhino, I don't know, like somebody like Dan Fogel, but I would just say that just because I've been watching The Offer.
I mean, I don't know how old of a how old was Black Cat? Black Cat was older than Peter, though.
That's the thing is, yeah, you got to kind of cast around Tom Holland's situation and all that business, and then
Goddess
it's
of
tough.
One says get unknown actors. I agree 100%.
There you go. Well, here's somebody who might have a better idea. Clobby.
That guy.
Hey there. What's up, my friends? Six, lovely Six.
We need your fan casting here.
Okay, I heard someone mentioning Tombstone. That's not one of my favorite Spidey villains, but
yeah, we got Black Cat, Spider-Woman, Scorpion, the Rhino, Upgraded Shocker, Tombstone, and Hobgoblin. Who would you cast?
Okay. Wow, that's a lot of them, huh? Black Cat. I don't know if I have anyone in particular name. There have been wonderful cosplayers of Black Cat. Who would be I don't know much about these modern actors because I don't like them.
I'm going to go with that answer. Just get cosplayers. They do a better job anyway.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Spider-Woman.
Some Atma saying Rhino is fitting for the Reacher guy. There you go.
Oh, the guy who plays Reacher? I don't know. That could work, or she'd be in a big old CGI.
Yeah, even the audience isn't really helping us too much here. We got a couple now, though. Mark Sokas as Rhino.
Don't know
there
him.
You go.
I'd love to. I would love to see. I would love to see Scorpion used though.
I guess Scorpion was already in Homecoming. I don't remember, but
was Scorpion in Homecoming?
I don't remember.
Shocker was.
Yeah, Tombstone is a pizza. This is true. Andy Serkis for Scorpion.
No,
yeah, but he's already been what's his face in Black Panther.
Yeah.
See, that's the other problem I keep running into.
They killed him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but unless you're doing just a voice, I don't see him casting the same person. But I mean, this is just fan casting anyway. So
Tombstone's
we got
big
Sophie. Huh?
Tombstone's huge. He's like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I'm the Tombstone.
Scorpion is in the prison. If you call that guy Scorpion, I mean, they've never seen a fully fitted out Scorpion character on the screen, though. So anybody can play.
Sofia Vergara, Pete Davidson for the Hobgoblin. He's a bit too old, but I can't stand his ass.
I can't stand the I never liked the Hobgoblin.
Mayim Bialik is Spider-Woman. That's not horrible, but
I don't
know. I think that'd be a totally different direction.
I kind of think
you'd want to go with
might
that.
Be a joke.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know about that.
I don't care.
Hey, then it's funny.
I'm just trying to play along here at this point. I really
got to be what 50,
probably
50.
Think
she's older than me.
She's a few years older than me.
She's a brain. She's not.
Still younger than me.
She's not a gym rat.
Wow.
I'm sorry, I can't really give you a much better answer than that.
Yeah, I don't know much of these modern actors to be.
Yeah, that's my problem too.
Who are these younglings?
I guess crazy.
Goddamn kids. Anyway, Dash Attack says, I haven't watched any Celebration show trailers because the quality dip after Mando 2 and the constant drama at Lucasfilm and Disney create themselves. Yeah, there was not much to really get excited about, but I know Six was excited because she loves Star Wars still.
I love Star Wars.
Chloe Moretz Grants is Black Cat. Okay, sure, I can buy that. There you go. Amplify Creates says, Tom, as a gay Midnight's Edge fan, I'm very upset at that gay joke. I don't even okay, now you go away and think about what you've done. Don't come back until you properly offensive make me laugh. I could have done better. The timing was horrible. I'm not going to use the PH word, though. That's what'll get me in trouble.
That's
What's
trouble.
the PH word?
Well, normally it starts with an F, let's say.
A pile of sticks.
No, Amplify, thank you for that. I'll try better next time. I know I can do better. This is true.
Better, Tom.
I can do better. He's right. Much better than that. That was actually pretty easy. That was low hanging fruit, much like my nuts there. So, yeah.
And speaking of gay jokes and low hanging fruit, see that's how you deliver the gay. That's what he's asking for. Is that timing?
That's what he wants. That timing.
Yeah,
I just wasn't. I wasn't peppy with the timing.
Right. Film Actors Guild.
Oh, that's good. Now I understand.
Yes, the Film Actors Guild.
Guild.
Matt Damon.
Yes,
I love chat.
Oh my God.
Oh shit.
I can see Charlie Hunnam.
I'm Alec Baldwin
Captain
of the
Britain.
Film Actors Guild.
Nice going. I can't even quote him.
Matt Damon.
I was about to quote Damon, even Baldwin from that film, when he's saying, you probably all, I can't do it because it was about to say the acronym for that. It's in the movie, but,
Yeah. Hey, we got Paulie in the house. How you doing, buddy? You want a link?
Oh, Paulie. Oh,
hey, yo, Paulie. I'll send him the link. I think he might be going to see Top Gun, so if he doesn't show up, that's why.
Isn't he at Celebration right now?
Him? No, I don't think he is.
He might be.
I thought he was.
I only know a couple people that are there. Because I tried getting Echo Base on here, and I think Nick's out there or something like that, or he's busy, but like I know Artem's out there, and that's all I know offhand, but I'm sure a couple people are out there. But
yeah,
I feel sorry if you are. What was that, Valiant?
I said I sent you a link in the private chat to some of the highlights.
Yeah, we're gonna get into this here.
Today's must just be day one. All the big stuff's tomorrow, the next day probably.
This is true, and Six made this point before we started the show, but at the same time, I'm just sitting here thinking, hello, are you planning on having any Star Wars at your Star Wars celebration? Yeah. Hello?
It's day one.
I haven't seen it.
You don't put out on the first date. Saturday's gonna be fire.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, we'll see on that. But we did get a trailer for a show that's been shot for like 3 years. Let's see here. We got a trailer for a show that was announced over 4 years ago. And then we got, let's start with probably what is the main news. Because this is what you and Six, or Valiant it is, and Six figured out before the show. What the fuck this was. And evidently, this is the new Mark. Was it? What's his name?
John Watts.
John Watts. I was going to say Mark Webb because that was the guy who directed the last Spider-Man movies before this. John Watts directed Star Wars Project. We know it's going to have Jude Law in it, and it is the one that was under the code name. What was it? Skittles.
Grammar Rodeo.
Yeah,
Grammar Rodeo.
Skittles. Could have been Skittles.
That was close as I get to a gay joke at this moment in time.
Yes. Taste the rainbow.
I like Skittles.
You know you want to taste that rainbow.
Skittles. So this is about a kid. So this is Goonies in space. That's basically what the description was with Jude Law. So is he going, hey, you guys? Is he playing the sloth role? Sloth, love chunk, baby Ruth. Okay, I'm done. So what is this all about? Who wants to take this one? Six or Valiant?
Well,
I've never heard of this one. I got to be honest with you.
Do you want to put up the article?
Nobody had till today. Yeah, that Variety article that you sent me, or the IGN one. Okay.
The Variety one, I think, is more.
Oh, you put it in the chat.
I put it in the private chat.
Sorry. I just saw that one. Okay. Yeah, I got it. Here we go.
Wow. Totally didn't know.
I didn't know Jude Law was still around.
Maybe he didn't either.
Star Wars
Well,
set.
not after Fantastic Beasts.
Oh. Yeah, and then Mads Mikkelsen is still around too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Wow.
but he's a Scabby Scabberson.
He's so hot.
Jude Law is going to star in a new Star Wars series coming to Disney Plus. The announcement was made at Star Wars Celebration in Anaheim, California. The show was previously reported as being in the works early in May as part of the larger Star Wars story published by Vanity Fair. The description they gave us was the show takes place during post-Return of the Jedi reconstruction that follows the fall of the Empire. The same as The Mandalorian, but its plot remains a secret. It's created and executive produced by director John Watts and writer Chris Ford, who made Spider-Man Homecoming for Marvel. A casting choice has called for 4 children around 11 to 12 years old. Inside Lucasfilm, this show is being described as a galactic version of a classic Amblin coming-of-age adventure films of the 80s, aka Goonies. It was informally referred to as Grammar Rodeo at the time. A reference to an episode of The Simpsons, in which Bart and 3 of his classmates take a road trip together by renting a car with a fake ID. Watts and Ford will executive produce Skeleton Crew along with Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni. Exact details on who Law will be playing in the series remain under wraps. My guess is probably the villain. The formal announcement... okay, go ahead.
I was just going to say, so they have already, before we have even shot a single frame of this show, they have officially admitted that The Simpsons did it first.
Simpsons did it.
I mean, that's what the article says.
Simpsons did it.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, kind of. So what is it about kids that steal a ship? You got a point there. So this is...
Mike, they named it after, it literally is The Simpsons did it joke in real life.
You're right. You're not wrong. That's what I'm saying. That's probably what the show's going to be, is they steal a ship. Yeah. And go joyriding. And end up getting themselves in trouble. Then we got I don't think there's... No, yeah, we got the... Okay, the rest of this shit we'll get into. So yeah, so this was one of the newer announcements, I guess you could say, or actual news that we got out of Star Wars Celebration, because the rest of it was mostly just trailers, and most of which weren't even Star Wars related. We had Willow, which I was very disappointed to see that evidently
Really?
Lucasfilm has a hate boner for little people, because we have a show called Willow and there's only 2 little people in the entire fucking show.
I can't believe that. I mean, it's Luke. I can't believe it. I guess it's Luke.
They should have called it Powerful Whammons in Willow. Should we watch this thing?
Yeah.
Yes, because I haven't watched it.
Please
I've
don't.
seen this.
Okay, I want to tell you
Oh,
guys,
boy.
I'm a big Willow fan. I love
Willow.
the original Willow.
Yeah, I don't. I'm
I
too
liked it. It was
scared.
all right. They're going to make me like it even more than I already like it with this trailer.
Probably. Because I've...
Yeah.
Actually, I was going to go with the other one first, but fuck it, we'll do this one first.
Just play it. Yeah, I haven't seen it yet, so.
Of a child destined to be an empress. And the unlikely hero who would protect her.
There is a balance between all things. Light and shadow. Good and evil.
They're really basically making it a lot more like Star Wars, it seems like, but anyway. And making it look like Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
When that balance is upset, the universe corrects.
The world needs you again. It needs your magic.
So we basically get Luke Willow. Okay, I'm lying. There's three little people in the movie. There was his wife.
Into the unknown.
3 little people.
Wait a minute. Is that the chick from Solo?
That's
Yes.
where we must go.
Yeah, we knew she was in this. It don't look anything like the old Willow movie. It looks
No, it
like
looks
Lord
like
of the
Lord of
fucking
the
Rings.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is this shit?
You know, again,
The
it
brownies
looks
are
great.
back too, but woohoo.
It looks great. I hope it's great. I have serious doubts just because of everything we've seen on Disney Plus so far has largely been a complete dumpster fire.
That's true.
Yes, it is the last Willow.
The last Willow. God. Yeah. Yep.
Maybe
You
it's
just
time
won the internet today.
for wizards to die.
God.
Series, eh? What, like 8 episodes or something?
Yeah, I think it's either going to be like 6 or 8
I
episodes.
guess limited series or series.
Just
No, it says original series. It doesn't say limited.
That must mean like 8
They don't
or
always
10.
flag them as limited though at first, and I've
No.
noticed that with Disney Plus.
No.
So
I mean, I guess maybe Willow fans will get excited about that. Professor now it makes me want to watch the original.
The original's good.
Yeah. Wow.
It looks like a nice adventure story.
You never know.
Night of Smoke
Disney
says
Plus.
he apologizes. I forgot Scorpion and Hobgoblin are both already casted. Are they? Did we already have a Harry?
I never heard of that. I mean, with
I know they had
Hobgoblin, Ned Leeds, or is it going to be Roderick?
Are they going to make
Kingsley?
Ned? Yeah, that could
Or
be.
Ned Leeds or Roderick Kingsley, probably more like it, but that would that would be representation of a gay person. So, yeah.
They're already setting Ned up as to be a Doctor Strange anyway character.
I mean, it won't be Ned,
Walt
it won't be
Man's
Ned.
thoughts on Winnie Pooh horror movie. I saw some images from this. This is what happens when shit goes into public domain. You can't stop it. Did you guys see this?
no.
Yeah, I saw
Oh
that
my
yesterday.
goodness!
Oh
I didn't see
shit!
that.
Six, can you grab a picture of that quick? Or you?
This is like
You'll
a new
find
trailer
it.
or something.
No, there's these images that came out. We'll check. We'll do that quick in between here.
I saw the MI7 trailer today before Top Gun.
Yeah, there's a
That was
new
pretty cool.
extended version of that out there too. But there now that Winnie the Pooh is in the public domain.
Oh, I can't wait until Mickey Mouse is in public domain.
Oh bother! It's too bad I've got to kill you now.
Just
That's
call
what
it
we're getting.
Pooh.
Wow.
I'm coming to get your honey.
God. So
This
what is it?
gonna
Just a
be
movie
creepy
poster, or
as
was it-
fuck. No, it's just some images that came out. I guess.
So this is
It's called
legit.
Blood and Honey. Yes, this is legit.
This is an actual
100% legit. Yes.
horror movie.
You know, like the Banana Splits one and all that shit they did. Yeah.
Oh,
Probably even the same people.
my God.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that nightmare fuel shit? That's
Yeah.
awesome, though. I want to
It
see
is.
that. I am totally down for that.
Yep.
Piglet, get my axe. Hey,
awesome.
Pooh, what you
Wow.
doing?
Yep. Naked chick in a hot tub. Oh, yeah,
Well,
everything's
Tigger,
perfect.
we're going to go
Yep.
kill us some half-naked women. You want to come? Sure I do. That sounds like fun.
Oh my God, it's gonna be like Killer Clowns from Outer Space
Yes.
level.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
it's gonna be absolutely batshit.
It looks like it's going to be fun. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm gonna watch it. Don't get me wrong.
The banana
All it's
split
missing,
set.
exactly. I was just going to fucking say
Banana
that.
splits.
All it needs now is Nicolas Cage, and somebody just said it in the chat. I just lost it. All it's missing is, Nicolas Cage says vertical. I'm going to kill that bear. He killed my family. Yeah, that'll be hilarious.
Oh my God. Yeah, I keep waiting for more news on Five Nights at Freddy's. They had the Nick Cage
Screw
version.
you, Pooh.
Yeah.
Oh man.
No, but you got that. My point is, you'd have to do it like they just did with the movie he was in, the Five Nights at Freddy's ripoff, where he
Yeah.
didn't say a word the whole time.
Yeah. I guess
There's
that was in
no
the
line.
original script, too.
Yeah.
Like that's one of the reasons he took the role, I guess. Because, we were all kind of speculating, did they do that to save money? Or was it somebody's stupid idea to not have him talk? Or what's the deal with that? But
I thought it worked great.
Oh, Christopher Robin, I've got a surprise for you.
When is this coming out?
It's probably coming soon to digital, like streaming, probably stuff. Yeah, Nicolas Cage is Christopher Robin.
God.
That'd be hilarious.
Oh, here we go. It's on Variety. My God.
Yeah.
Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, bother.
In post-production on 4 other films. Jesus.
Wow. What company is doing this?
I just saw it in the article when it was towards the top. I saw that line. They were talking about the producer or the director, and he said he's currently in post production. Wait, where did I just
Demonic Christmas Tree for Fire NATO.
Fire NATO.
Okay, so he's making those kind of movies, probably for like Asylum or
yeah. It's
sci-fi,
spaghetti and cannon fodder.
Yeah.
But after being abandoned by a college-bound Christopher Robin, Christopher Robin has pulled away from them, and he's not given them food. I love this shit already.
So Christopher Robin's the villain. That's awesome.
Yes.
This is what you get for not getting me honey, you bastard.
You know, just cast Michael Cera as Christopher Robin so we can watch.
That'd be perfect. That'd be perfect. That or Nicolas Cage. One of the two.
Nick Cage be too old for College Bound, but Michael
I don't give a fuck. You put Nicolas Cage in anything. He can play anything. Ask Paulie. He even played like a ninja master once.
Michael Cera still looks like he's 12. So, you know.
Piglet don't look cool. Piglet just looks like your typical horror movie pig mask. But Pooh looks awesome. Whoever designed the Pooh mask, bravo. Bravo on the Pooh mask. I'll tell you that right
That's
now.
freaky.
That is some nightmare.
It's probably the same guy that made the first Sonic.
Yeah. And Tim Scorpion says, speaking of jokes, Star Wars is basically a skeleton at this point. You're not wrong, Tim Scorpion.
Can't argue that.
You're not lying. Nelson Sharita says, so Star Wars Prodigy, because I was going to bring that up too, because Star Trek Prodigy did so well.
Yes, it did.
Well, don't they get another couple seasons of that?
I don't know, but that does have sound like the same premise.
Same premise, basically.
I don't even know what Star Trek Prodigy is.
It was about the derelict teens who steal a ship.
Nickelodeon had
the Nickelodeon show,
animated show last year that takes place in the Delta Quadrant, so they could put like a Janeway.
Yeah, I got Janeway in it.
Hologram and Spock hologram and a like a Chakotay hologram in it because they steal. Don't they steal the ship? Do they steal something like Voyager or something? It's bad.
It could be a Voyager class. I have no idea.
But they do have Janeway in it.
But Pajori says, is Willow based off the books Chris Claremont wrote? I doubt it. I highly doubt it. If they are, I'd be surprised.
I don't think so.
They wouldn't want to pay anybody. Ask what's his face, who did all the Star Wars novels before that we talked to.
I don't know how many of those books he
Foster. I know there was a couple of sequel novels they did.
Chris Claremont, yeah.
I vaguely remember the storylines somewhat, but
on X-Men later.
But yeah, basically in those storylines, it was about Willow, if I remember right, training Elora Danan and using powers and all that shit. And but
my guess would be no, it won't have anything to do with those. If I had to guess at it, but someone was saying something about you should talk about the lack of Mad Mardigan in there. Well, Val Kilmer, I guess they couldn't get him back. I mean,
I'm surprised they got him back today for Top Gun that I saw.
Yeah, I'd like to think that he'd be in there. He could be the catalyst to set things off like his death would be, but we'll see. Because, here's the thing, is he can still act. He can't use his voice isn't no good. But his son sounds just like him.
Motherfucker, really? I've been muted for I don't even know how fucking long. I'm like, why are you fuckers talking over me? Like way more than
sorry, Six.
I found something about Willow. It says plot-wise, the Willow show doesn't seem to be recycling any elements from Chronicles of the Shadow War, a trilogy of sequel novels to the original movie that Chris Claremont wrote. Rather, the Disney Plus series reportedly takes place many years after the movie's events and revolves around a new generation of heroes.
Oh.
There you go. No wonder you didn't correct me on the Alan Dean Foster.
Oh my God. So I guess the sequel novels that Chris Claremont wrote were closer to following the original.
Oh, of course, because it was Chris Claremont. Yeah.
I remember those, and those were pretty good. But yeah, I haven't read them in 30 years. But yeah, probably there's your answer. DCB Titan says, I was gonna say they probably will borrow some elements from them, but well, at least hit the high seas to see it. Yeah, it's probably worth that much at least. Just use Surfshark for protection. Gosswim says that Willow trailer lost me. Too much CGI. It loses a lot of charm and without the practical Henson creatures. Yeah. Not only that, it doesn't feel like the same universe. It feels like they're trying to shove it into Lord of the Rings. It has a very Lord of the Rings kind of esque. Like, I don't know if everybody here on the panel seen Willow or not, but Willow feels like they just we're done shooting Return of the Jedi. Let's bring in now. Everybody go take off your Ewok costumes and come back in your Willow costumes, because it looks like it was filmed in the same fucking forest they filmed Return of the Jedi in. Like it's the same kind of you don't have this like Lord of the Rings kind of feeling to the
It
world.
doesn't look like it was shot in New Zealand.
Yeah.
No, it feels like it was shot
yeah.
in the, either
Atlanta?
something. No, like I said, because the redwoods or whatever. But
I was about to say they used the redwood forest. If I thought I remember that right for Return of the Jedi. So
I don't know if they did for
Blue
Willow, but it
Harvest?
looks
Yeah.
like it.
no, that's what I'm saying.
Yep.
I think they did look alike. Like definitely not Lord of the Rings that was New Zealand, which totally different look and feel. So yeah, I don't. That's why I said, especially with that shot at the end with like the 7 of them. I'm like, well, there's the.
Not only that, Willow was not nearly as big as Star Wars, right? Like Star Wars felt
No,
big and humongous.
he tried.
Willow
was
felt
filmed
a
in,
little bit. Go ahead.
And Willow was filmed in Wales and New Zealand.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. See, it didn't look the same then.
See, okay, the forest like where he's at in the beginning, I remember that. That's definitely, I could say that's definitely Wales. That looks like English countryside. But I guess maybe towards the end when they had to use the mountains and the cliffs and all that for like the evil queen's lair, that would have been New Zealand because some of that looked like Mordor. So yeah, I can see that.
I don't know. It doesn't feel like the original to me. That's my main issue. And there's no little people in it. There's Mecha J says apparently the chat has been disabled on the Star Wars Celebration YouTube stream. I wonder why. I think they usually do that anyway, but I'm not
Well, they
surprised.
started doing that for a reason a while back. But I mean, do you know if it was it on at one point and then you saw it go down?
That I don't know. When I went over there, it was already shut down, and whatever was going on was so boring that I'm like, fuck this noise.
Is it the same loser crew?
That's kind of why I fell asleep, I think.
Did you see where our friend Stephanie Tandazek said that what she heard?
Nobody showed up.
Nobody showed up to the High Republic.
I'd
panel?
like to see some pictures of that. That'd be amazing. Because that kind of reminds me of Star Trek convention. Because we got to the Star Trek convention, and I mean, you had the technical panels first and some of the nerdier panels. Everybody was there. They were full the whole time. And you had, basically, because the line to get up there to ask them a question would start at the front, and it would go all the way around the outside. And you had it going all the way, snaking around back outside around the way. Like all the way around the exterior of the room. And all these panels were full every day throughout the entire fucking thing. Even most of the Discovery ones were fairly-ish full. Not as full as some of the other ones. The moment they did the lower decks panel, the room fucking cleared out. You could hear a mouse fart. I shit you not. Like it was just me and 2 other people up there asking questions. That was it. Because it was like, where the fuck did everybody go? And you had the main creators of the show there. It was like the whole writers, the director guy, showrunner guy, and all that shit who worked on Rick and Morty 1 episode or whatever, who used to work with them guys and whatever. And yeah, so all those people were there and nobody gave a fuck. Nobody cared.
Indeed.
That was the one time the room was empty. The one time the whole time it was like just dead empty. And we were sitting there and the first like one of the first questions was taking so long to answer that the person behind me left. Like they just like, fuck this.
Wow.
And while I get back on to Star Wars stuff, and actually this is kind of perfect timing. We got Nick of Echo Base. How you doing?
What is up, guys?
Are you live from Houston?
Yo.
I am live from Houston. I just got all my stuff set up. Coach is out playing disc golf, and I was like, well, let me get my laptop and get connected to the internet, get all my crap organized, and if they're still going, I'll go ahead and jump in. So,
so what are you up to, man?
Houston?
Yeah, what's in Houston?
Retropalooza Houston is going on.
Okay.
The Game Chasers, which is a great YouTube channel. If you guys are into retro video game stuff, they do a show. It's like a TV produced type show, like American Pickers, but it's hunting retro video game stuff. It's very well done, and they're super cool guys, and some of them have watched some of our content and have become fans of ours, and we've been fans of theirs since before we ever even started a channel. So another cool part of being a YouTube content creator is you get to meet other cool people that you're fans of in the YouTube space. So I'm down here hanging out with them. Loki is going to meet up with me on Saturday down here, and we're going to go to the event. But my nephew's graduation is going on this weekend, also down here in Houston. So I'll be going to it Saturday as well. So
Trey Chester says, "Screw you, Nick." But here we got some footage courtesy of Stephanie Janisek of the nearly empty hall presenting High Republic stuff, I guess.
Is that the High Republic panel?
I believe so.
What?
That looks pretty damn empty to me.
Where's the chairs?
Wow.
You're
surprised.
on the side of the stage. You're on the side of the stage, like the audience. See there there they are. The stage is the other way, I think.
Yeah, I
the
think the
stage-
stage is
Oh,
way
the
up
other side?
there.
Okay.
That's that
Right
Twitter
up there
link
to the
I sent you,
left,
Tom, that
looks
has
like.
the little clip of some of the highlights. I guess one highlight. That's all you need.
All right,
And
let's
it's
see
from the
here.
High Republic panel.
Okay, let me see here what you got. This
It's
is
like,
this.
it's like 10. It's like 15 seconds.
So I saw the High Republic panel where they're talking about, yay, cheer for diversity and all
That's the clip.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was just like face palming. I was just like, oh my God, nobody cares about this crap.
Maybe they should just write good shit first and then worry about
Yeah.
that crap after.
That's it right there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, it just boils down to Star Wars is for everybody. And if you're not reflecting the people you see in the real world in your fantasy worlds, there's a problem. And I think it was really great that thank you. Let's clap for diversity.
If you're not seeing the people
and dinosaurs.
so y'all are listening to us,
it just boils
huh?
down to Star Wars is for everybody.
And dinosaurs,
if
huh?
you're not reflecting the people you see in the real
You're not reflecting the people you see in the real world. It's fucking Star Wars.
It's
Star Wars
fantasy.
has always been for everyone. You're not breaking any ground here.
Yeah, when
No.
has it never been? When has it ever not been for everybody?
Yes.
Yeah.
When is it never
Same
not,
thing
when
with-
has
same
it
thing
never
with Lord
been
of the
a world
Rings.
phenomenon? Yeah.
It's arguably the single most unifying, well-known film franchise ever that
Pop
everybody
culture
liked.
phenomenon, biggest ever in
Yeah.
pop culture history.
Yeah.
The entire world was in love with it far before there were any of these idiots involved
Yeah,
with it.
not until these twats got a hold of it and change it.
Yeah.
Then it'll be for everybody, right? That's why it's
Mm.
burned to the
Hey,
ground.
hey, Claude. Hey,
Yes.
Clobbering Times. What
Yes,
was
sir.
how many Asians or Black people were there in Fantastic Four?
There were zero. Well, so far. I mean, just wait till Disney
Yeah.
gets hold of it. And yet, only.
And how many?
Well, you forgot
people
about
loved
Johnny
the
Storm and
Fantastic Four?
Fanforstic.
Well, and yes, it was a good point, Nick. And I have it on good authority that only white people have ever liked the Fantastic Four. I mean, only
Old white people, no less.
right.
Men.
Guess what?
Men. Only men.
I happen, you know, the biggest Fantastic Four fan of all time that knows more about it than myself and is the ultimate authority that I bow to on it happens to be now a gentleman who is older than me, happens to be both black and gay, and we agree on nothing politically. And that man loves the Fantastic Four so much, and he's loved them all of his life since he was a very young child, and he does not need them to look like him. So,
Yeah,
and that's
so
just an
stupid.
example. It is absolutely asinine. How many people of all over the world have loved Star Wars when it was, there were 3 movies?
Well,
Yeah.
here we go. This was the big teaser of the day here.
Yay!
Oh yeah, Andor.
A
I
4-year-old
thought there was
show
some-
here.
I thought there was
Casio
some cool
keyboard.
stuff in the trailer.
Except for Casio keyboard. He wasn't even in his
I was
own
just
trailer.
waiting for
Yes,
him to
he
say the name.
was.
Yeah, he was
When?
in there.
He was in
When?
it.
Play
Yeah,
it.
they
Play it,
show him.
watch.
All
Yeah,
right.
yeah, Diego Luna's in it.
Yeah, I know he's in it, but he has no lines. And he's
No,
hardly even
no.
in the fucker.
Yeah. Definitely not wrong.
I want y'all to count how many seconds he's in it out of a 2-minute trailer.
Yeah, when I first saw this, I was like, what is
Well, it's
this?
brief. It's brief for sure, but he's there.
I guess he's supposed to be one of these kids or some shit too, or whatever. Who cares?
Yes,
Oh, yeah, probably.
there he is.
Okay, 1, 2. Not even. That was 1 second.
They're probably going to tell you that was the Halcyon crashing the Galactic Star Cruiser.
One, two.
They're so proud of themselves. So
That's
fat
3
and
seconds.
satisfied. They're everywhere. They're watching me now. Soon enough, these days will end. There will be no rules going forward.
I'll give him a second on that one, so 4.
People are standing up.
Not even a second.
That's what a reckoning sounds like.
That wasn't a second. But I'll give him 5 seconds. 5% of his fucking trailer, he's in. And he doesn't even get a line. And one of those times he's a kid.
And we know what happens to him.
Yep.
I don't have Disney Plus, so
Well,
we know his fate.
Hey, a quick question: was that Ellen DeGeneres as the Imperial officer?
I think so.
In that trailer?
You're kidding. That was a joke, right?
Because it looked just like her. I was like,
Wait, which one?
Is there
a
gay female talk show host as an Imperial officer in this? It was like midway through the trailer. Short.
Oh, the one in the white.
Where was he narrating the trailer? I didn't hear his voice once.
Yeah,
I heard Skarsgård's voice. I heard some chick's voice. I don't remember hearing his voice anywhere in there.
That's his voice the whole time. He says,
"Is it? Oh, he's good. He's good at doing impressions. Then."
Well, you had a few of them in there. There was few people talking.
Yeah,
Skarsgård included.
If that was him talking, I did not know that.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, but
it was not clear.
Look, I get it. Some people are excited for this. Why, I do not know, but
because different people have different opinions, different tastes. Not everything is made for you, Tom.
Okay, so what are you thinking you're going to get out of this then, Six? I guess is my question I can come up with for anybody who wants.
I'm going to get the building of the rebellion. I'm going to get Mon Mothma. I fucking love Mon Mothma. My license plate on my car says Mon Mothma. I'm fucking excited.
You know what's cooler than Mon Mothma? Mothra.
Yeah, I do think this show has actually more potential than the Kenobi show, surprisingly, because there's no main
stigma to it. Really,
there's no main stigma or main characters, legacy characters, really in it. So I think I don't think they're going to be held back by having
Mothra isn't.
I mean, she's a side character.
Yeah, I mean, she's
barely. Jiminy Smits is probably going to show up in this.
Yeah, he'll probably be in it.
Because isn't that one dude from that one guy on the Imperial side? Wasn't he in Rogue One as well?
I mean,
which one?
Who?
When they were taking the drink out of the glass, I think the one on the left was in Rogue One, if I remember right.
Okay. I don't know.
Oh, maybe.
Man, it didn't make me not want to watch it. It looked like it could has a chance to be good. I mean, not really have an opinion. Didn't chase me away or anything.
I just wonder why they've been sitting on it for 3 fucking years. I don't know.
Yeah. This show's been in development forever.
It's been done forever.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm not sure what the deal is with that.
And come on, you guys, you don't think they're not going to drag Vader into this? They're not going to drag what's his face and everybody else.
They might.
They might make like a small cameo appearance, maybe, but I wouldn't be surprised if none of them even show up.
Yeah, you never know.
All right, I'll give you guys this much. At least from my perspective, this is probably the most harmless thing we got right now.
I 100% agree with that.
They can't really do much. And no, K2SO is not in here, even though now we're hearing that he's teased for a second season. Yeah, they've committed to like 2 or 3 seasons of this thing already.
Yeah, this we know. Yeah, and Alec Tudyk made the comment about, maybe for the second season if they asked me or something like that. I remember that. It was a couple months ago.
I would like to have seen him in it.
Yeah.
And Ian McDermott did say today that regarding the Andor and the Kenobi show, he didn't say whether he was in them or not, but he said if you're building your hopes up for him to be in it, you're probably going to be disappointed. But he wasn't going to say if he's in it or not.
Well, that's pretty much saying it, isn't it?
Yeah.
I hate it when they do that shit. You might as well just flat out fucking say it.
Yeah.
Why even beat around the bush?
The thing is, he kind of did the same thing at the IC convention in Nashville.
Well, we knew that he was back when he showed up there. It was like, why else would you bring him out?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well,
I hope it's good. I hope
it's good too. I'm not trying to be contrarian, but to me, it's like I have zero fucks to give about this. Like,
yeah,
really.
I've been knifed in the back too many times by Star Wars trailers.
Well, first of all, K2SO was the best part of that.
Yeah.
Of that duo, he's not in this, and many people over have said if we want to see a series based on characters from Rogue One, they'd rather see that couple, the blind guy and his partner. You know,
yeah, they were the best characters.
I can't even remember their
blind
names.
dude and another guy. That's the names. What were the names? But I liked them. They were fun.
Yeah, I can never remember names, but
yeah, it was cool to see some like martial arts stuff in Star Wars.
And I mean, I didn't hate Rogue One. You know,
I thought it was the best thing.
It was all right. It was Star Wars and Glorious Bastards, but
yeah.
Last half of it's pretty good, though. I thought.
Yeah, the last 30 minutes.
I'm kind of torn on the Vader bits though, because some people brought up certain points that are right about it, and then at the same time, it's like, yeah, but that was the coolest part in the movie. So, Warachi says this trailer has more potential than anything they have done since Mandalorian. This is true, but I think it was filmed before The Mandalorian, for fuck's sake. It's been done that long. I don't know. Pretty close. It's been done for a while.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I think it doesn't
I think
look
they
bad,
went back for some reshoots, but...
Yeah.
Hey, isn't it funny how... the Star Wars Celebration live stream on YouTube started at 2:30 this afternoon Central Time. And it was like, I think like on a 30-minute delay. So I guess if any shenanigans or anything happened, they could cut it out of
shenanigans,
on YouTube. You know, like the crowd boos or something. Something crazy. So it was like on a delay. But Kathleen Kennedy came out apparently on stage, and I never even saw that during the YouTube live stream.
I don't think she got a very good reception then. If anybody was there, let us know, because that's interesting.
Yeah, because apparently she did come out and speak, and they didn't even air that part on
that
the
makes me
live
wonder.
stream.
Yeah.
So I found that very interesting. And then the High Republic stuff. Oh, good God, man! It was bad, just really bad.
I heard there was a Mandalorian trailer also.
I don't know about a trailer. They did announce that when it's dropping, and there were some images that came out.
Oh,
yeah.
But nothing like overly exciting that we haven't seen already, kind of stuff. Other than that, there was the Indiana Jones image. Let me see if I can grab that here.
Yeah, I think there was some artwork or some still images.
Yeah, just kind of like a teaser poster, basically.
Yeah.
Or the Mandalorian. Yeah, there were still images or whatever. Yeah, they look like promotional.
I thought someone said it was a trailer. Okay.
No.
Yeah.
Maybe they got one there, but I don't think so. I didn't hear they did anyway. Yeah. And then we got Cheech joining us. How you doing?
And then the Willow trailer.
What's happening? He can't hear us, or he's got his mic.
Paulie, you there, bro?
In the I don't know if you guys saw the panel for the Willow. The people that are involved with the Willow series, but they were literally out there on panel saying, we are what I'm so excited about is we are addressing like today's issues in today's world in this show.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
It was a whole panel of nothing but females.
Wait, say that again, Nick. I'm sorry.
A whole panel of females for the Willow panel, and they were talking about how they are addressing today's world issues in today's times in the show.
There it is.
And I'm like, what?
There you go.
That's why I told you I was not excited about that, because they keep doing this. Every property they have, everybody's getting excited every time we see a trailer about something coming out.
I knew it.
And it's like, you got to wait. Remember who you're talking about. You know what they're going to do.
Yeah, and the trailer looked good. It looked good. But when the panel came on and they started talking about that, I was just like, oh, good God, this show's going to suck now.
Well, and we got a poster here for Indiana Jones in the case of pneumonia. Because a man his age, that's probably all he's going to find in a place like this, it looks like. And this is just moments before he was stabbed in the back by Fleabag, so.
So is this when he's going to
being ignored? I'm being ignored.
No, we said hello to you a long time ago. You didn't answer.
I'm feeling ignored, man. That's not right, Uncle Base.
We said hello to you a long time ago.
That's not cool, eh? That's not cool, man.
I'm just now hearing you. I don't know if you were on.
We didn't hear you, bud.
Yeah, we thought he said hello like 3 or 4 times and there was nothing.
Hey, that's because you don't hear the pain of my people, man. That's not good, man.
I see your people painting all the time. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, we paint. We like the drywall. We like the lowriders. We paint it all, man. That's not. I want to paint 6 though. Ow!
Oh!
Wow. Want to paint you maybe any day.
Welcome, Paulie. How you doing, buddy? You're finally there.
I don't know who Paulie is, man. My name is
Pablo.
Hector Lavo.
Pablo?
Yeah. What's going on?
Hey, bud.
Not much. Did you watch these trailers and you saw Top Gun today, I assume?
We're gonna go see it. I forgot we have date nights. We're gonna go see it.
I'm gonna go see it this Sunday.
You're going tonight?
Cool. It's so good.
Yeah, we can't wait. We can't wait. And
so good.
We're gonna go in about an hour.
I got work to do. Andre sent me work. I was like, yay! I woke up from my nap late to work.
What did you guys think of the? What did you guys think of of Andor? I just got here.
I thought the trailer looked promising.
So we had pretty varied reactions to it, honestly.
Yeah,
looked interesting. I mean, it looked like it has a chance to be something. You never know. There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, what about you? What'd you think, Paulie?
Well, as a trailer, as a teaser, it worked for me. It piqued my interest. What I wasn't expecting was the kind of
DeGeneres Imperial officer.
No, the beginning part, like with the people kind of like, by the river or, like in their village, kind of just being totally like freaked out by stuff happening in space or crashing. Like, I don't know why, but that like kind of grabbed me. I was like, oh man. And that's like a young Andor. I'm like, oh, okay. So I liked that because we all know what's going to happen with this character at the end of the day. Duh. Mm-hmm. So where is this guy coming from in the universe and his relationship to the galactic empire, to where he becomes a cold-blooded killer spy for the rebellion? I'm intrigued.
Yeah. Well, No, it looks interesting. I mean, who knows what they're going to do with it, but there's something that you at least see that and you go, oh, take a look at it. It might could be something good.
Yeah, and I like Book of Boba Fett, but we're not on Book of Boba Fett.
Gotta Swim points out for $2 that the Boba Fett trailer looked promising too. That, for the most part, yeah, sort of, kind of. We also had a little bit more hope going into that because of Mandalorian as well.
Yeah.
Sometimes the things honestly, you least expect turn out to be the best. I mean, you never know. I mean,
what's sad is Rodriguez probably would have been better served on this show, to be honest with you. And I don't mean just because of the lead character. I mean just because it's more serious, and I don't know what the fuck they were thinking with Boba Fett, but they did not use his skills in any way, shape, or form.
Also, Nick,
that was not even Boba Fett, in my opinion. That was somebody else.
Well, with this trailer too, just from this teaser, we saw. I counted at least 5 different worlds. Well, I was like, cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
there's more cool worlds in this trailer than there is shots of Andor. To be honest with you, he's in it for a whole 5 seconds.
Oh,
yeah, they don't show him a whole lot. But another cool thing that I did like about the trailer is it looks like they're going to show a lot from how he got to where he is in the present during the show from when he was a child. So it looks like we're going to see that kind of transformation from the Empire going from clone troopers using.
Wait, he's trans?
A lot of the same people, from a lot of the same vehicles and stuff from the prequels, in transitioning to the Empire with the stormtroopers and TIE fighters and AT-ATs and NAT-STATs and all that sort of stuff. So because we see some of that Clone Wars era stuff, then we see some of the Empire stuff. So it looks like we're going to kind of see. So I'm going to be curious if they're going to start the show off with him at a young age, or if we're just going to get flashbacks, or how they're going to do that.
Well, two things, right? You had said it earlier. Like the stakes are so low because there's no legacy characters, which it could work in its favor. And you know, I think it's going to be a sleeper hit, and
I think it's got potential for that for sure.
I think Diego Luna.
I think it has the potential to put people to sleep. That's for sure.
Oh my! Hi-oh.
Sorry, I couldn't resist.
But also the thing is, if it sucks, nobody's really going to care, get that heated over it.
Well, and here's the pressure of Kenobi. If Kenobi sucks, no one's really going to care.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's going to be
leaks
it's
about
going to be
Kenobi
the
are true,
solo.
it's over. It's over.
Yeah, it's going to be be backlash from Last Jedi to Solo all over again, but from Kenobi to Andor.
Yeah, so here's your difference from Mandalorian season 1, which was a brown hue. Season 2 was a blue hue. Season 3 is a green hue. There you go.
But yeah, I also loved that it's a full rounded cast. The actress playing Mon Mothma has been playing her since what, the prequels. That same actress, and Skarsgård is in it. I mean, Aja Arjona is just a fox, and she was in Narcos. She was the woman running, and then they had captured her. They show her a couple of times in the trailer. She was also the lead of Morbius. I know she didn't do that much in Morbius, but so yeah. I mean, and I'm a huge Diego Luna fan. And,
that's okay though, Paulie, because neither did Jared Leto. So.
Hi-oh!
The one thing that I really have a pet peeve about in the trailer is the female Imperial officers. I still completely dislike.
I don't understand why. That's the one place they could have used the woke excuse. Because they've never had one before. He's got a fucking point.
Yeah, because the Empire, they would not allow aliens or women into the Imperial ranks. It was always men. Like I don't care if it's a Mexican or a black
white men to be exact, and usually British white men.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's the way George portrayed the Empire. So there's never
like the British Empire.
Yeah.
Evil British Empire. Okay.
Yep. So
kind of like German and British, yes.
Yeah. And so every time I see a female Imperial officer, I'm just like, it just does not feel like.
I'm with you on that, Nick. Even though I know they established some in the EU, I guess I have no idea for sure because I didn't check into that. But that's the one time they could have used this woke narrative to push the idea that we're not going to have any women bad guys, at least in the Imperial ranks, because that's the way it's always been. You have that established already. But
some people are saying Thrawn in the chat, and if I'm not mistaken,
he was
Nick,
an exception.
He was an exception, and they really kept him kind of like.
He was an exception. Yeah,
you're going to.
They kind of kept him to the side.
They kept him to the out. because he was an alien, because he was so brilliant. They're like, well, there's a lot you can do for us, but we really.
Well, and George didn't even beat around the bush about basing the Empire on the Nazis. I mean, let's be fucking real. He even called the fucking stormtroopers for pizza. I mean, it was pretty fucking obvious. Yeah, he's never denied it, and I think he's even brought a lot of World War II influence on Star Wars. That's pretty obvious.
Oh, no question. Yeah.
So that bothers you, huh? That the females. Oh, okay, all right.
And not in the respect of whammons in my shows. It's just it's just the way it's always been.
It's never been there before.
Like that's not the Empire. That's not the Empire.
But wasn't Dooku Palpy's bitch? Ho!
But
no, you don't get a padum bump for that because you're talking about Christopher Lee. You don't disrespect Christopher Lee like that.
No, you calm down. I saw Revenge.
And it's Dracula Day. Do not disrespect Christopher Lee on Dracula Day.
You shut up, you.
Ian McDermott did give a shout out to Christopher Lee for Dracula today on his panel.
Hell yes!
Wow, really?
Who did?
Yeah, Ian McDermott gave.
That is awesome. That is fucking cool.
Nice. Good for him.
Well, the name is Dracula. Darth Dooku is basically a play on Dracula. Yeah.
You're a play on Dracula.
You're a play on Dracula.
Go ahead.
Jack White wants to know, did you guys see the news about Jar Jar Abrams being on thin ice with new Warner Brother leadership? His deal getting yanked soon, hopefully. Yeah, we talked about this yesterday morning.
Thank you.
I'm Midnight's Edge. Yeah. And I think Andre has a video coming on it.
Something going on with HBO. It's with HBO and stuff too, right? That whole.
Well, he's got a few shows coming, but that's the thing is the rumor going around, and this came out in like I think Variety or Deadline. I can't remember which, but like
it was a big magazine. It was one of the big.
But it's basically the same shit we've been hearing for months, and that is that they're not happy because they haven't really been producing anything, and he's got this big, huge fucking deal, and they're not getting anything.
They signed it 3 years ago now.
Yeah, and granted, COVID happened.
David Zaslav came in and was like, "Where's my shit?"
Basically, the biggest thing they got coming out of that whole entire deal is some Batman animated series, and there's been a little bit of movement on his Constantine, and that's it.
And not for the money they paid.
Boring.
There's like 2 or 3 other series coming out that they're executive producing, but I think only a couple of those, out of all the handful, only like 2 of those I think were DC projects. I can't remember the list again, but it's not looking good. And then Mattuine says Andor has potential to be intriguing, less about effects and lightsaber duels, more about the stories of normal citizens suffering under the Empire's rule, slow burn drama, character building. I hope so, Mattuine.
Exactly. Tom.
I hope I'm being harsh on it, but you know what?
You're just being Tom. You're just being Tom.
Paulie, why not call the show The Rise of the Rebellion then if you're not going to have any Andor in your Andor series? Like, isn't this a common problem with Disney is they call the show something and then they're not even in their own fucking series or their second fiddle? Like, even Boba Fett literally takes 2 episodes off.
Yeah. Answer that one.
Hey, man.
He was second fiddle to Fennec Shan the rest of the episodes.
Hey, you know what the funny thing is? When I was talking to Anthony Daniels in Nashville, he was asking me about Book of Boba Fett, and I was just like, I was like, that show was just bad.
And honestly, if you I'll tell you this.
What did Andy? Wait, what did he say? What did he say?
So I said that show was just bad. Like that was not even Boba Fett. And Anthony Daniels just looked down and just kind of shook his head, like, And then when we were talking about the sequels, and we were like, that was complete. Like I did not like them. Thought they completely ruined the legacy characters. Like they destroyed Luke's character. Anthony Daniels is like, "Yep." Mark Hamill thinks the same thing too.
Yeah, he knows.
That's about as much as he can say.
But if you listen to John, John Campea, Mark Hamill loved this.
I don't listen to John Campea, but to answer, Tom does secretly. Shh. Oops. Tom,
you weren't supposed to fucking tell people that, asshole.
Well, you're being a cock.
Well. So what?
You're being a cocky doodly face.
You guys crack me up.
Can somebody just clip this? Thank you.
Hey man, are you valiant? That's bad. That's cool.
Well, no, all I was gonna say was like fucking. I guarantee you take 5 people who have not seen this trailer yet, and you put them in a room, and you take off the Andor title and call it Rise of the Rebellion. I guarantee you get a completely different reaction.
Here's why you change. Here, I was gonna answer that. Why this? Why that? Right? Andor. Like it or not, they're gonna sell it to Disney Plus, Latin America, Disney Plus, International. Back me up, Valiant. They want to take over the Latin American market. Diego Luna is a huge star. It's Andor. That's it.
Makes sense to me.
I thought he was only like 5'4".
Dude, not like huge, tall, big Mexican. He's like a little Trejo Mexican.
Yeah, Danny is short, but he carries himself very well.
Well, but look, I think there is a point to what Tom is saying. If you gave it, Star Wars Rise of the Rebellion or Star Wars Rise of the something like that, you could still have it star Diego Luna as Cassian Andor, but you give it a title that might resonate more familiarly. Now,
it doesn't carry an expectation of having him in the show either.
You could call it Andor in the Central and South American markets for Disney Plus and call it Rise of the. But I do see a point because when you look at it, unless you see and you go, wait, who's Andor? Who is? I mean, I don't know how many people really remember his character. I'm with you. Look, I love Diego Luna. I loved him in Narcos. I loved him everything I've seen him in, and I'm looking forward to him in this because I like the guy. Against like anything else, I want it to be a good show.
Yeah,
but I've taken too many knives in the back, so I'm sitting it out. I'm sitting out Obi-Wan. I don't have Disney Plus anyway either. So I
honestly, if I didn't have the nickname for him, I wouldn't remember his name. If it wasn't for the fact that I call him Casio Keyboard, I would not remember his name as Casio. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding because I can't even remember Blind Guy's name.
Yeah.
Why is Six been quiet this whole time?
Because she's looking forward to this, and I'm sure she's not enjoying that we're bashing on it in a little bit, but she's also listening to you defend it.
Okay, there you go.
No one's bashing it.
She took the headphones off. Microphone
she probably
down.
did.
She's
gone.
going and fixing some food while
I'm
everybody
here.
She
else
hasn't.
ran.
Oh, there she is.
Oh, there
Okay.
she is.
Hey, but no, man. I mean, listen, I've been down this week, so I was very happy to see like entertaining trailers and stuff. And who knows how the series will be. We saw Revenge of the Sith yesterday with Tom Conco. We had so much fun watching it and reviewing it. I really hope, it's really on right now. It's really on Kenobi. Everything's on Kenobi.
Unfortunately,
and the thing is, I've heard a lot of people saying, I just hope it just doesn't suck. Well, I'm in the camp of this show cannot be mediocre. Like this has got the return of Ewan McGregor. It's got the return of Hayden Christensen, and this show has got to be great. It's got to knock it out of the park, and the majority of the fan base has got to love this show. If it is just mediocre or meh, it is a failure. It is a failure.
If they screw up Kenobi's character, if this story, if the rumors that have been floating out there turn out to be true, I don't know that they are, don't know that they're not, but we've seen this before one too many times. If that pattern happens again, if those rumors turn out to be accurate, shut off the lights on your way out because it's over, and it's going to be a while before it comes back because whatever.
Josh from Dead of Nerds
again.
Josh from Dead of Nerds even said if Kenobi's a failure, Star Wars is done.
Well, that's what I've been saying. This is it. I mean,
it cannot be mediocre. It has to be above average. It has to be really
people
good.
didn't really watch The Mandalorian because, as I said, I'd have people all the time, get excited about Baby Yoda stuff, and most time when I talk to people about it, they never even watched the show. And I guarantee most people didn't watch. I think pretty sure by the numbers, less people watched Book of Boba Fett. Did they not?
Oh, no, loads less than Mando.
Their finale?
Maybe I'm not. Well, I mean, just in general.
I thought their finale valiant was like broke records for them.
For who?
For the Star, like compared to the other seasons of Mando.
For Disney Plus, you mean?
The Mando season 2 finale. Beat all that stuff.
That beat everything on Nielsen. There's no other show on Disney Plus that has ever come close to the Nielsen ratings that Mando had. None.
Really?
Like
Book of Boba Fett. Didn't they do a big story on him?
Go find it because I thought Book of Boba Fett topped out about 4 million.
Disney probably had some internal numbers. Well, it's the most watched season finale in the first 15 hours and 37 minutes since its release. I don't know, but I can tell you.
What's wrong with your eyes, man? What's wrong with your eyes? They're going side to side. You're scaring me, bro.
It's because he's on the ecstasy.
I got 2 monitors. I was reading something.
He's on the pots.
He's getting ready to go on Nick Rekieta law. He's big time now.
I am.
He is big time. He's slumming it with us.
I've seen you on Legal Mindset, bro.
You're not Rekieta's show.
He's slumming it with us.
I see. It's at any moment now. Any moment.
No,
Night of Snoke wants to ask. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, just to finish that thought real quick before I forget. I was trying to go back and that's why my eyes were darting. I was trying to go back and find it because I had this conversation with WDW Pro a couple of months ago. We were talking about the Boba Fett ratings, and every week as more episodes came out, the Nielsen ratings, once they catch up, because they're usually about 3 to 4 weeks behind. So once they would catch up, you'd see like episode 1 would come out, and then episode 2 came out, and 3, and it was a steady decline week after week after week. The episodes that had the highest bump was episodes 5 and 6 for obvious reasons, because that was there was no Boba Fett. It was all Mando. It was Luke, and it was. Then they get back. Then they went to episode 7, and you should be seeing increased viewership minutes each week as more episodes are on the slate. If you're bringing new audiences in, Boba Fett kind of just started out pretty decent, and then it just tapered off. You had the nice bounce with episodes 5 and 6, but I don't know what the record was. They said they set for the 7th, but
okay,
yeah,
I heard different. I read different. You know,
well, if you guys can find,
if you're Valiant, it's your Valiant Renegade man, and if there's a ghost over your shoulder, just blink twice for us so we can help you. But we love you no matter what numbers you give us.
Well, Paulie, Night of Snoke has a question for you. What is your opinion so far on the season of Superman and Lois?
Yeah.
Do you enjoy it? Do you have?
Yeah.
This is for you, Paulie. Are you listening? What is your opinion so far on the season of what? Superman and Lois. Have you watched this season on Superman and Lois? Night of Snoke wants to know, do you enjoy it, and do you have critiques? Do you hope to see Brainiac and Darkseid?
Okay, so I was a huge fan of season 1. I have not started watching season 2. That is, so I cannot critique it.
Anybody here?
Would I hope to see Brainiac and Darkseid? Yeah, I mean, this is I think this gentleman's this actor, I always forget his name. He's a fantastic
Tyler
Superman.
Hoechlin.
He's a fantastic Superman and Clark. I like the family dynamic. But that's season 1, so I have not started watching season 2. Klobby.
Gotcha.
How about you?
I watched season, like you, have not touched season 2 yet. I thought it was, I liked it. Okay, I like my Superman a certain way, and I'm very picky about how I take my Superman. I thought the show had some good things here and there. I like Tyler generally. I think it's an okay show, and sure, if I ever do bother to go watch 2, I don't know if I will, but yeah, I mean, I would always like to see Brainiac and Darkseid. I'm not so sure I want to see their version of it though, because I don't like the way they handled a lot of things on that series.
You didn't like Steel?
That was okay. I hated what they did with well, actually I didn't like his origin at all. I hated that part. That was horrible. But I liked the
origin was different. The origin was different. Yeah.
I hated what they did with Morgan Edge and all that crap with what they did with his mother. I hated a lot of things that they did. Still, at least it wasn't CW-ish in a lot of ways either.
It wasn't.
It
it was almost HBO Max. I think Morgan's Edge. Yeah. I think he was very charismatic. I liked it, but I see
brother and stuff. Yeah, I didn't like any of that kind of crazy crap that they added to it. That said, it's an admirable show, and if I were, I would say that if they did Brainiac well and since there's Morgan Edge, you can count on Darkseid eventually. Well, I don't not necessarily. They're supposed to be joined at the hip, but who knows?
But I'll tell you, Night of Snoke. When I start watching season 2, I'll let you know.
There you go. I'll watch it.
There you go. Sorry, Night of Snoke, we've been striking out on you tonight. All right, kids. Who wants to get a copyright claim?
Yay, me.
You want to hear what Obi-Wan's theme sounds like? Here you go.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, if you play it upside down, you won't get a copyright.
Star Wars.
Hey, I don't see anything.
It's just the theme. Do you hear it?
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Brought back Williams for this, huh?
Yeah.
Is it John Williams?
It's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Ooh, I didn't like that last note. Ooh, that's nice.
That's very John Williams.
Sounds like something from the Avengers.
What's the Kenobi thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say it sounds very Godfather-esque, and now it really does.
It does. Ooh, I like this. I like this a lot.
A little lazy with the Star Wars theme there.
should know.
I agree with the little overproduced and generic at the same time. Yeah, I'm not hearing any of the Force theme in there either.
Yeah,
I'm not too keen.
John Williams
it's
has
all
been
right,
copied
but...
so much, and then can't help but copy himself. I mean, it's okay, but it's pretty good. But
what about you, Six? You're the one who's the big fan.
I loved it.
Nice.
I'm not surprised.
Good. John Williams has done some of the most.
What does that mean?
Uh-oh.
I knew you would.
Yeah, I think John Williams is just a master.
He's the greatest.
He is. It was not bad. It's the better of the themes I've heard so far, but I'm just not liking the placement of the Star Wars theme. I was expecting more of the Force theme in there, which was technically originally Obi-Wan's theme, basically.
It's trying to be a little different.
Yeah.
True.
I mean, we're so spoiled, right? We're so spoiled already. So it was good. I like to see it how it looks with whatever cinematically I'm going to be looking at. You know, that'll give me some emotional tie-in.
Counting down, not many hours left for it blasts out.
Yes.
About almost what now? 6 hours.
Yeah, that looks like it leaked out. So I'm assuming either that they're showing it at the show. That's what was my prediction. Is one of the reasons they pushed the show back 3 days is because I bet they're showing it Celebration, but I don't know.
Just don't leak out, Tom.
Who's going to stay up late to watch it tonight? 6.
Yeah, in fact, I need to take a nap, so I'm going to take off. Thanks for having me on your show, Tom.
6.
All right.
No.
Bye.
No.
Nick, after you watch it at 2 or 3 in the morning, whenever you're done, just text me and let me know what you thought.
All right. Yeah, I will. I don't know if Coach is gonna do it at 2. Also, he might just watch it when he gets to work. But I'm out of town. He's getting ready to go on vacation to Florida. So like the first 3 episodes, basically this Kenobi show, me and him are both like completely out of pocket. We're like, this is the worst time for us to be not able to do
They're
any
dropping 2
YouTube
tonight,
content.
by the way.
Oh, is it? Yeah, isn't Mexican Iron Man running your show this weekend or something?
Yeah, he's running Saturday night. Coach might be back in time for next Saturday. If not, we'll look at trying to get somebody else to host next Saturday.
We got me and Conkle are doing our noon assessment tomorrow of the 2 episodes.
They're dropping 2 episodes.
Okay. They're dropping 2 at midnight Eastern or Pacific.
Midnight
Pacific.
for you and 2 a.m.
Pacific.
for me in the Central here. And
damn.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna stay up. I'll probably nap after we get back from Top Gun.
I set my alarm.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. How about you, Tom? You gonna take a little nappy and then get up?
I don't know. I got to be up at 8 in the morning for a doctor's appointment, and I got a fucking video to edit, so I don't know if I'll even watch it.
Man,
We'll
fuck
see.
that doctor's appointment.
I know. Well,
fuck that doctor.
Doctor's appointment versus Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Fucking Top Gun, fucking health. Fuck that health.
Like the funny thing is, me and Coach talked about this. Like whether the show's great or it completely sucks ass. Like we have fun regardless. Just like watching, just talking to people, doing streams, doing the reviews. Like just the process of going through it is just fun for us. Either way. So either way, we're gonna have fun with it, whether it sucks and we completely shit all over it, or whether it's great and we love it and recommend everybody watching it.
Yeah,
like we're gonna have fun either way.
You guys have a good fun attitude, even when you make fun of it. People don't. It's like, that's what sense of humor is all about, guys. Come on.
Sure.
Did you guys see our reaction 1 video we posted for Kenobi episode 1 reaction this last week?
No.
So we did an episode 1 reaction. It was a parody reaction. Coach was the side of, man, this is great. Like, did you see that part where and we were just hitting on like rumors and different stuff, and I was the other side, like Geeks and Gamers, Ryan Kinnell's side of it, like, this is fucking stupid. Like, I hated this part. This makes no sense. And so it was a back and forth, but it cuts So if you go to our page and look at it's literally like 6 minutes long. It's very short, but it's literally a cut, a back and forth cut of me and Coach reviewing episode 1 of Kenobi, and it's pretty funny.
Nice. Yeah, I put a video up making fun of white people, but it didn't do too well, so I took it down.
Aw, we don't mind. We like for you to make fun of us.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are white? Wait a minute.
No, I'm orange, but you know.
Yeah, he's orange.
I'm orange rock.
He's orange.
Nobody makes fun of us orange people. Everybody makes fun of orange people.
Amarillos. Oh wait, that's yellow.
Yeah, because there's only 2 orange people in the world, Klobby and Trump. So
it's true.
Hello.
They're the minority of the minority of the minority.
Aren't the Simpsons orange? No, they're yellow. Sorry, I forgot them.
But
yeah. So
yeah.
Night.
Big night, Tommy.
I want to be done streaming by the time that thing comes on. So
I'll text you. Maybe we'll do something.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna watch it and then probably be up all the rest of them. Yeah, because I'm
right
right after the stream. I can never sleep after the stream. So when we get done with streaming, we probably watch that horrible filth, strange nude worms, and just trash that thing while waiting for
I saw like one episode. Was that any good?
It's garbage.
Stranger Things?
No, not that. Strange nude worms. I don't want to say the.
Oh, I thought you meant because Stranger Things.
Fake Star Trek.
Drops tomorrow.
I haven't seen that. Yeah. Fake Star Trek. I'm talking about.
Fake Trek. Gotcha.
Yes.
Well,
garbage.
Anyone a Stranger Things fan?
Oh, I love it. I can't wait for the
new
season.
I only saw the first season. I never watched that.
Coach is going through he hasn't seen it. He's going through. His daughters love it though, so he's going through the first 3 seasons now. He I think he already went through the first 2. I think he's finishing the 3rd season now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I probably need to do that if I'm gonna. I'm like that with The Expanse, Orville Nation, and Stranger Things. I've not seen an episode of those.
I love the Orville. I can't wait for season
Things
3.
Is so good. Now, me and Coach have not seen the Orville, but that is going to be our. That is going to be our. So I'm taking Coach through Deep Space Nine right now.
Oh, cool!
Once we get done with Deep, because he's never seen DS9. We got 2 episodes left for season 1. But once we finish Deep Space Nine, we are going to both do episode reactions, episode reactions for the Orville, and we're going to start the Orville.
Nice. You guys are getting into the good chunks of the good stuff of the meat of Deep Space Nine. That's amazing. For the first time.
I've seen all of DS9. It's my favorite track. But Coach has never seen it.
I'm kidding.
Yeah.
It's really weird. Like what sci-fi fantasy shows I'm just so behind on, and but in yeah.
So you got that to look forward to, though. The Orville, I love it. I mean, it's the only Trek we'll ever have again. And after 4 years, we're finally getting the 3rd season. So now
we're getting some new Trek.
Yep, not much of it. I don't know if we're ever getting any more after that, so we have to savor it. But those first 2 seasons, rebinging those is just a delight. Rebinging those things, and of course now I'm just going to get the withdrawals, and we'll go into that 3rd season, and at least that will be week to week. It'll be something to look forward to for a while.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What happened to Tom? Did Tom disappear?
I don't know.
I think he's probably handling some stuff.
I think he's taking care of stuff.
He had the dog barking outside earlier. That might have been it.
Well, what's next on the docket? What else were we supposed to talk about on the show today? Oh, there he is.
That's pretty much it. I mean, if you wanted to react a little bit to the Blue Beetle stuff, you can. I mean,
why don't we clip it? Why don't we put it up and clip it?
You can show that clip real quick, yeah.
No, we got it later for the.
I saw a still. I didn't know there was an actual clip.
Yeah, we got a video today. It's not the best quality, but
exclusive.
Yeah, it's really it's not really exclusive.
From Cobra Kai. What's the kid's name?
Sholo. How do you say his last name again? Man.
It's Xolo Maridueña.
Maridueña.
Mar y Dueña. It's sea and dream. The sea and a dream. Mar y Dueña.
Maridueña. Gotcha.
Hit your bowels. Hit your bowels.
All right, well, here's some footage of him hitting the car.
Cool.
He's probably saying, like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to fuck your car up.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming the scream is the guy whose car it is. We'll see it again here real quick.
Oh, nice.
It's actually been getting some fairly good reactions online as far as the look.
They got the scarab boots, right?
Here he is without the
Oh,
mask.
it looks good.
Yeah. Cool.
Hi, man.
Here's with the mask, so you can get a little closer.
Oh,
there.
that looks good.
Yeah.
Cool.
I was I mean, it looks compact, muscular, sleek. Obviously, doesn't have the full effects, but
Iron Man face.
Iron Man face.
Yeah, I'm assuming he's supposed to have like kind of like the whole spider suit thing. He's supposed to have like not tentacles, but arms or whatever.
Yeah, the scarab's a living alien suit, and it can do a lot of things. Crazy stuff.
Yeah. As we saw in that video, we actually got to see a little bit more of the beetle on his back. But yeah. And yeah, this. Yeah, we brought this up at the beginning of the show. Sad news today. Ray Liotta passed away.
Oh God, I hated hearing that. I loved Ray Liotta. Goodfellas is awesome.
One of my top 5s. Yeah,
definitely.
Man, yeah, but yeah, that Blue Beetle stuff doesn't look too bad.
Yeah, Romeo worked with Ray, and she came in. She was a little bummed.
Oh man, that's such a shame.
He was a crazy dude, but a gentleman, according to Romy. So that's cool.
Boy.
So what's this Blue Beetle thing? I don't know anything about Blue Beetle.
Well, Clobbern's
he's a DC character,
He's a DC character, but Clobby has the back story. But this iteration has been around for about 15 years now. His name is Jaime Reyes, and he gets the scarab. But the Cobra Kai kid is the lead actor now in the movie. This is a movie that they're filming.
The latest version. He started out. He was a Golden Age character from Quality Comics, named Dan Garrett, and he found the scarab thing. But he was just didn't have a lot of powers. Then in the 60s in the Charlton, they had a iteration again, no superpowers, but he used technology and stuff. And Ted Kord, who was one I liked, I was a fan of. And then DC decided to destroy him and replace him with Jaime Reyes in the early 2000s. Can't remember where. And his origins are completely different from the other two. That's basically, without spoiling anything too much, that's an alien. The scarab is actually an alien being that is a suit. I won't say where it's from or anything. That's always going to be in the movie. But it joined with Jaime. And, I won't give anything else because it's probably going to be in the story. But Jaime is a pretty good character. He's someone that loves to be loves that he gets to be amongst the superheroes. And he's just, as you can see with that scene there, probably just getting started out with the suit.
Yeah,
it clearly
I think
looks
Sholo
like that.
does that very well. Kind of like that geek out, innocent, just like totally, happy, but also like, with Sholo's demeanor, he's not threatening. So he's like, oh my God, I didn't mean to jack up your car.
Yeah, he's a good kid. I loved him on Batman Brave and the Bold, where he was like, that was the time because I never really read his comics that much, and when they put him on there, they did a great job with his character. That's what made me warm up to, because I'm a Ted Kord guy, and I was like, I don't want to see this kid Blue Beetle.
Well, he's a likable actor,
but he's likable. So,
and Paulie and I kind of willed him into the role somehow. I don't know how we did it, but
that's a good casting.
We talked about it over a year ago, and then
you should go find that clip. And
I have all the videos. I have a playlist on the slant.
That's a good casting.
And I talked about this in my video yesterday. That Tom.
I'm surprised you just didn't put the clip in it. Yeah.
Well, no, I didn't have the video clip yet. You sent that to me today, but
no, I meant of us saying, he should play Blue Beetle.
Oh, I had to get. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. But I'm also looking forward to this film because of the writer director team that they got. and they did an incredible panel. It's probably the only really good panel from DC fandom last year, where it was a writer, the director, and Sholo talking about the about their excitement for the film, and I was like, I'm in. Oh, here we go.
No, I was going to let you finish up because we're going to go out on some funny.
Yeah, that's why I sent it to you. This was a good closer.
It's a good closer.
So thanks, everybody. Check out Valiant's channel. Check out Klobby's channel. Check out the Echo Base Network with Nick and the boys. Check out Paulie's channel, Latino Slant, of course. And here we go. Here's something to make us laugh, because we all need a chuckle.
Certainly did, yes, sir.
Okay,
did I read that?
Back it up.
Certainly did, yes, sir.
I guess that's the beginning.
Did I read that right? You certainly did, yes. Did I read that right? You did. Did I read that right? You did.
Nice.
Did I read that right? You did, sir. Did I read that right? You continue to read them right, yes.
And you were drinking pretty heavily.
Were you there?
A mega pint of red wine, correct?
A mega pint.
Was that for real?
I
Did he
poured
really say
myself
that?
a large glass
Yes.
of wine.
Right.
I thought it necessary.
Right.
That's not necessary.
Certainly did.
That's the trial
Justice
audience.
for John.
Mega pint.
Yeah, you're the
like
mega
it's either a
pint.
pint or something else.
Oh, we've gotten a lot of great stuff from this. We've got the Mega Pint. We've got the Umbrella Man. Now we've got, Crooked Mollusk. We've got.
Did you see today's?
I'm trying to make that
cross?
happen. What?
Today's cross with
Oh
Camille?
God, Jeff.
That was just knives out.
I heard the cops had to show up because Camilla killed her. Holy shit.
Crime scene, man. Crime
scene.
Oof.
Well, you knew that was Camille's last chance, and she looked like she was enjoying herself.
Oh, it was like laser beams.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I don't know why, that just goes, I know we're finishing up, but it just goes to show you Amber's just her love with herself, because she probably forced them to make her go, like, I want to go up and represent myself.
Probably, yeah.
And that is just the worst move ever.
Yeah, because she clearly had some stuff that she had kind of set up that she wanted to say, because they wouldn't let her just ramble on like they did the first time. And Camille kind of put her in her place, and she got her rattled. And that was the thing. That she managed to not get too rattled the first couple times on the stand, but they got her this time. And it really started to show her attitude and her, the reality coming through of it all.
Yep.
Especially when she's like, so you're saying these individuals perjured themselves on the stand. Well, I'm not saying that, but
everyone's
how
a liar.
would they know? They weren't there. Yeah, exactly. Everybody's a liar but you. Exactly, Miss Heard. Yeah.
Yep. That was great. Camila. Yeah. God bless. God bless Camila Vasquez.
Yeah, not only that, and all of a sudden people coming out of the woodwork, to call her a liar, who have no ties to Johnny, no real reason. They're not getting paid. And then that's why I said Jennifer Howell was a big deal, because she has nothing to gain from this. In fact, she has been nothing but harassed, had her her apartment broken into, and other things too after all this shit. So, yeah. And then now people are accusing her of using some of her supposed threats that she got stealing from other people too, which is another funny thing. People are going, well, how would she know about these threats if she's not supposed to be online? But
she's not supposed to be on social. You're absolutely right. I mean, this is what liars do. They talk themselves away from the truth. That's why she went back up there. It's garbage, man. And Camila, she slayed her, man. She slayed her.
Slayed the Aqua Lady. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Slayed her with her own poo.
Camila the Queen.
Yes, indeed. She's a hero. That's what I said today on Twitter. And
I saw that. Yeah. Well, it's just, whether Johnny loses or not, he's won. I mean,
at this point in the public eye,
I hope he gets the legal win, but
it's getting close, because that stuff they were talking about after the trial part today, when they were actually just doing the lawyer judge stuff, when they were doing they were starting to argue certain semantics on things, and starting to look a little better for him because I sounded, if I was understanding it correctly, unless somebody knows better than me, because I'm not obviously a lawyer and I don't understand half the shit, but just from my understanding of what was going on at that discussion later on, the purview of her case just got a lot thinner too, because they were trying to argue his lawyer Wooten, well, what is his name, Wooten or whatever, Wooten, his comments. They're trying to claim they were based upon something else when they weren't. So, like, yeah, there's a semantic argument going on with that. I didn't get the whole thing out of it because I don't understand it all. But, yeah, if somebody wants to explain that to me, great. Otherwise, we do plan on having, I'm sure we're going to have a lot of discussion about it next week. We got some guests. I'm sure Tug and Valiant and some others will come on and talk to us. And I think we already got some other things rolling, too, with others. So.
Nice.
Yeah. Micah J says, go ahead.
About all that court case stuff. I just know Amber Heard's a lying sack of shit.
Mecca J says she got Amber to admit the op-ed was about Johnny. She slay her good. Yeah, well, that was one of the first things that she admitted on the stand, right?
Yeah.
So much.
That's why I wrote the op-ed about it, because of everything I was
the first thing she goes is, why are you here today, mister?
Then you wrote it.
She goes, I'm being sued by my ex-husband over an op-ed I wrote.
Oops.
Those are her exact original words on the stand.
I know. Her lawyers cannot keep her from shutting up.
I think she's running this train clearly off a cliff. That's why.
Yeah,
well, there's a difference because they're both very flawed people, and Johnny's.
Oh yeah.
Johnny's got his demons, and God bless him. But there's a certain amount of humility and honesty from Johnny.
Not only that, there's different kind of addicts, right? Like, and you should know this, Paulie. Like, in a sense that, but no, I mean, you'll back me up on this. There's certain ones that they may have a problem. They may not necessarily do the typical things that you would consider could cause a disturbance or even be belligerent or anything like that. There's a few stories of Johnny being that way, but most of the times it seems like when he's provoked by her or some outside force, because everybody else was coming in and saying, and this is probably another reason why he's been enabled for so long and hasn't really been forced like most actors would in Hollywood to go through the process of rehab all the damn time, is because he isn't a problem so much when he's on drugs or alcohol. And that can probably be a problem with an addict when they're not such an issue with their family or their friends or their job, when that's more of a problem, because then they get away with doing it all the time and nobody really does anything about it. And then especially if you're somebody in a position like that where they don't want to say anything because of who you are, right? Like, so I can see it being both an enabling situation, and then also he's like, most people are like, well, he's not a problem when he's drinking or on drugs, so nobody's really brought it up to him before, Amber. Is that something you can see?
What I could see is Johnny is a very selfless man, and he's proven that in his actions over the years with his family, with his friends, with his charities,
with her friends,
with everyone. It's on record, and his wildness has always been on record as well. Like I said, and he's done a lot. He's done a lot of crazy shit, but Amber, she's so self-absorbed that like I said.
The reason I bring up that case is
she probably told her lawyers, "I'm going back on there."
I'm just saying is I brought up that because that's the thing, that one consistent thing we've heard from both sides of the equation is that together they were toxic, right? And that's why I bring it up is so Johnny's been an addict for 40 plus years or whatever, and nobody's really intervened with him before this, it seems like, at least to this level. And that's why I bring it up. Is it more so that she was brought into the equation and she brought that side out? Because that's the thing is, I've said I don't necessarily believe he's never put his hands on her, but I will believe that he's put his hands on her in self-defense, right? Like, that's what I'm trying to say. And that's the thing is, Johnny and I, going off of the alcoholics I've known in my family, I'll tell you, I got an Irish-German family. I got a lot of alcoholics in my family. Most of the time, and this is just most of the time, it's not a definitive, but most of the time, when somebody's drunk like that and they're making a ruckus and they'll flip a table and do shit like that, they generally won't put their hands on people, but they'll punch a wall, or they'll flip a table and they'll make a bunch of noise, but they generally don't hit anybody, right? That's been my experience to this point. And I've been in a lot of bars. I used to DJ for bars for years. Okay, and it's the same thing in bars. I've seen, generally the guy who will knock over the fucking chair and do something else on his way out the door is not the guy who's going to get into the fist fight. It's the guy who's being quiet and egging the other guy on normally that's going to get into a fist fight and jump into motion real quickly because he's, whatever, jerky, at that point. But like, again, I know I'm kind of going down a strange road here because it's hard to, to pinpoint an individual and generalize them with other addicts, right? That's my whole point is, my basis is what I'm getting to is, do you think this has been a thing for Johnny for so long and people just allowed it to go on because he hasn't had what you would normally consider a quote unquote drug or alcohol problem before, right? Like nobody's had an issue with him when he was until Amber is my point, I guess.
No,
she brought out that toxicity or whatever. Yeah.
No, he's done some crazy shit all his whole.
But he's never. Oops, I didn't mean to hit that button.
I know, right? Ew. But this, like you said, obviously took him over the edge. Do I think that?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Even his past things have been outside forces, though. Usually, it's paparazzi or some dickhole in a bar or whatever. And I'm not saying that Johnny was always the innocent one, right? I'm not saying that part. But I'm just saying, again, we have this issue where
back in the '90s, him and Winona and then Kate Moss, man, they used to tear down, party down, and tear down hotel rooms and stuff.
Exactly, but that's my point, though. He never put his hands on her, and the same thing Winona said, and that's my point is, and the fights that he's been in, and that's my point too, is he's usually been egged on. But I know Klobby's got to leave here, so sorry about that, Klobby.
No problem, but you guys keep it up. I just want to have to run and want to dump out.
Oh, we're gonna be wrapping it up anyway. So, but you got a show you're starting here soon, or
yeah, going at the top of the hour. Klobby's Clubhouse, Raquel and Mark. So,
nice.
But thanks for having me, buddy. Appreciate it. And as always, great to see you all.
Yeah, you're always welcome back, and head on over to Klobby's as soon as we're done here. So,
thank you, man. You're too kind. Have a
good seeing you, Klobby.
Good seeing you, brother.
Take care.
Take care.
Later, buddies. VR.
Okay.
Nick,
so
Ollie,
love you, man. I got 7 years, right? 7 years sobriety.
Right.
And it's about how we kind of like maneuver in life soberly, right? What I see is a person who's so still in her own addiction of thought that she might as well be drinking. She's and
she does have her own dependencies as well. We know that
that's exactly what I mean. Is like what I'm trying to tell you, Tom, is that you could take out the drugs and the drinking for a minute. How do addicts and alcohol and sober alcoholics, how do we behave when we're not drinking? That's more important. Right, because it's like like you said, an alcoholic, we punch shit in the wall, or we throw, or we fall apart, all that stuff. I just see a definite road of where Johnny is on a better road right now than Amber, and Amber is all about her victimhood because she was trying to orchestrate this show that she created, and it's fallen apart. And what do we do when things are falling apart? We blame other people. Yeah. That's classic addiction, classic alcoholic behavior. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, and I see that a lot in Amber, definitely. True. Yeah. Valiant, I don't know if you agree with that assessment, since you've kind of been hovering over the case as much as I have or more. So, but I'll give you the final say on that, and then we'll head out.
Yeah, I more or less. I think there's neither of them are saints. Let's get that straight. And I think everybody knows that, right? Even whether you're, big Johnny fan or not. I mean, neither one of them is perfect. Nobody's perfect. They both had their demons, I guess, for lack of better words. I haven't found anything to, be able to say that anything that Amber has said to this point has been even halfway accurate. it just shocks me that, she's got pictures of this and pictures of that and all this other, but not a single picture of really anything that actually happened.
Well, and
the stories that changed, I think she's mad that she's not, she's right now, she's really pissed because she sees her career is ending. She knows this. And she is lashing out at this point. I think she thought she was going to be able to get divorced, get a bunch of money from Johnny.
Yeah.
And then, by that point, her career was already on the rise or whatever. She was in big movies. She wasn't utilizing her time in front of the camera very well. But I think she felt like, okay, she had kind of played this out. She was going to move on, get a bunch of money for getting the divorce, build a career, and then who cared about Johnny? But it didn't happen that way. And then when she kept running her mouth about, Johnny beat me and which eventually the man just said, you know what, I've had enough of this shit. So that's where I've been on this case. That's where I'm at. We're going to find out, I guess, pretty soon how this is all going to fall.
We're going to end up seeing her on the late night Skinamax movie specials.
That was my prediction if she's lucky enough.
Yeah.
That or we'll see in her next role as Starbucks attendant 1, basically.
Because her career's over. It's done.
Nah, she's
and Johnny's just about
she's done it to
his
herself,
back.
really.
Yeah.
If you look at it, it's sad. I mean, I've gotten way past the point. Like there was a point, and I gave her somewhat of a benefit of the doubt, not a complete benefit of the doubt, but enough of the benefit of the doubt that she, especially when the trial first started, and I saw her the first time on the stand, I'm like, okay. I'm not totally convinced it wasn't an act, but at the same time, I was like, maybe she does believe this shit. Maybe there is a version of this in her head that she was so fucking whacked out on drugs that she was taking, everything from sexual encounters with Johnny, because she seems like the crazy kind of bitch who'd like to get choked. And that's a common thing.
I don't think you're wrong.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's a common thing in her stories, and there's a lot of that kind of business. But again, like I said, I was going to give Valiant the last say on this, but no, I find that interesting because now I've gotten to the point where no, she's completely aware of what she's doing, completely aware, whether she's trying to have cognitive dissonance or whatever you want to call it in this respect. But no, after watching her get demolished by Camille today, it's almost obvious she is well aware of what she's doing. She's orchestrated this from the start, and hopefully the jury saw it that way too. It sounds like from the reports we've been hearing from inside the courtroom, from those like Runkle and the rest of the gang over there at LawTube, all those guys, if it's to be believed, at least their interpretation of their reactions, they're reacting a lot of the same way we are. So I think it's safe to say that, you kind of take a handful of people, you get 10 people in a room, most of them are going to see something the same way. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, the key is you got to get all of them to go the same way.
Exactly. And
you got to get all 7 of them.
And the upside here is you had nobody who really knew who she was before, and for right reasons, because she isn't that big of a star in comparison. So she hasn't done anything worthwhile. And then she's going to try and pull this kind of a game to try and further her career. It was the dumbest move she could ever done. She had it in her hands.
She's as big as Zendaya.
I know. She's Amber. We know her by a single name. No, the only reason we call her that is because there is no other huge stars right now with the name Amber. And on top of that, like, you can't say her whole name in the sentence half the time or you get fucking demonetized or blocked on YouTube and shit. See, as soon as I mentioned her fucking name, look what shows up. Bot. Yeah, see? Kind of like what CC said earlier when I brought up the doctor. Yeah, going to the doctor. They're trigger words. Words.
I thought you blanked him out earlier when he was here. Or that bot, I mean.
Oh, no, they keep coming back, man. I block them. They just keep coming back.
Names. Okay.
Yeah, they're slightly different names. My best one is you can even find sex in a shithole like this or something like that. It's one of my favorite ones.
Tom, one thing that we did when we were getting a lot of bots on live streams, and as we did it for like 2 or 3 weeks, and then we stopped doing it, and we really haven't had any bots since. But we'll go into the live stream and put that you have to be a member for at least 1 minute before you can comment. And then that way those bots can't come in and comment at all.
I've thought about that, but not for the reasons you're thinking. I've
like
thought about
subscriber only mode, you mean, Nick?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
but you have to be a subscriber for only 1 minute. So but we literally did that for like 2 or 3 weeks, and then we stopped doing it, and the bots never came back, because the same thing was happening to us every single live stream we did. We would have these stupid sex bots coming in there, and I was like,
so I gotta bounce, guys.
Yeah, we're gonna close down here anyway, but yeah.
You guys take care. Thanks a lot.
Man. Thanks, Paulie.
All right, Paulie.
Peace.
Yeah, I was gonna do that, but not for that reason. I was gonna do it just because, for a while there is, well, it's still a problem, is that YouTube just unsubscribes people all the time and they don't know about it. Because almost every day I notice a channel I'm unsubscribed from, and it's bullshit. But I hate doing it just because it feels like it's uninviting at the same time. But yeah.
Yeah, I clicked on one of Anna, that Star Wars girl's videos, and saw that I was unsubbed from her, and I was like, oh, I guess that's why I don't ever see her videos coming up anymore. But yeah, just YouTube. I don't know why YouTube does that. It's like I mean, we lost like 7 subs in one day, and we didn't even put out any content.
Yeah, it'll happen. But all right, kids, let's wrap this up. Check out the boys over at Echo Base. Check out Valiant Renegade. Check out Latino Slant. Check out Clobbering Times. He should be going live here shortly. I might pop into Comics Division later. I don't know yet. I don't even know what time they're going live, what's going on over there. So, yeah, it happens a lot. I've been unsubscribed from Midnight's Edge. I've had people who are members say they've been unsubscribed. So, yeah, it's nuts.
Yep.
And Black Man Can't Drink says he'd watch Star Wars with Amber Heard. She's hot. Well, she tried putting that out in the ether for a while there. That didn't work out well for her. So, yeah. Anyhow, take care, kids. See ya on the next show. I think we'll be back either sometime this weekend with something or other, or we'll see you guys I'll see you guys tomorrow morning on Midnight's Edge in the morning, but otherwise we'll see something on Tuesday then. Take care, everybody. Good night.
See you guys.
I say we break into the place, trash the office, and make off with the records and say it was industrial espionage.